I'm an engineer, not environmentalist, says Michael Polsky, as if to explain why even after spending 17 years developing renewable energy systems, he's still enthralled by the sight of 125-foot-long wind turbine blades sweeping elegantly through the sky. It's the machines that this serial entrepreneur loves. And building. And making profitable deals. After becoming a centimillionaire by developing gas-fired turbines, the 71-year-old has ridden wind power to billionaire status. We're touring the Grand Ridge Energy Center, a renewable energy complex that Polsky's private company, Invenergy, built and owns 80 miles southwest of its Chicago headquarters. He eagerly shows off his 140 wind turbines, 120 acres of solar panels and a utility-scale battery installation that in an emergency can put out 38 megawatts, enough to power about 38,000 homes, for an hour. Then the slim septuagenarian with a mop of curly gray hair strides toward a row of new, bifacial, or double-sided, photovoltaic panels, which also catch sun rays bouncing off the ground, generating 8% more power on the same square footage as conventional solar panels. The technology is so good and ripe. You get the conviction that it has to happen, Polsky says in his slight Ukrainian accent. The revolution has been won. The technological revolution, that is. Even without tax breaks, wind and solar power are now cheaper than fossil fuels, a stunning turnabout in just the last decade. See chart, page 130. President-elect Joe Biden wants to renew soon-to-expire clean energy tax credits. Plus, part of his $2 trillion climate plan is a pledge to install 60,000 wind turbines and 500 million solar panels over the next 5 years to achieve a carbon-free power grid by 2035. A Republican Senate would likely block most of that spending. No matter. With cities, states and corporations setting their own net-zero carbon goals, the demand for industrial-scale solar and wind power, which now account for just 12% of domestic power supply, will continue to surge. Polsky is buying turbines from GE Power that are twice the size of those at Grand Ridge, at 700 feet, they're taller than Trump Tower in New York, and generate up to 3 megawatts each. He intends to erect more than 1,000 of these enormous machines on 100,000 acres in Kansas, on what could become the nation's biggest wind farm. While the technological revolution has been won, Polsky still needs to get his windmills sited and to transport the wind power to the people. On that front, skirmishes continue. Farmers are not thrilled about the prospect of Invenergy using eminent domain laws to claim a right-of-way corridor through their land for an 800-mile-long, $7 billion high-voltage transmission line, called the Grain Belt Express, that would move power from Kansas through Missouri to Illinois. Fights against wind farms have broken out recently from ruby red Wyoming to solid blue Santa Barbara.